What's up everybody? Welcome back, or if it's your first time to my channel, welcome. I'm back again today for a toy haul. I'm trying to stay on top of filming recent gets and everything, and just stay on top of being more consistent with my videos. I do have plans for future videos that are not toy hauls. I do want to do some other content. I do want to do some movie content as well. It's just I haven't gotten around to it yet. Before we jump into it, if you enjoy the content, please do like, comment, subscribe. All my social media links are down below. I have Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm somewhat consistent on Instagram. Instagram's algorithm's all messed up. You really don't see a whole lot from the people you follow anymore, and that's kind of disheartening. So I'm not on there quite as much as I used to be. Twitter I use for channel updates mainly. Sometimes I will post life updates and random stuff like that. Then I'm very active on TikTok. It's so easy just to jump on, make a 30-second TikTok. So I'm on there a lot. I share new pickups. I've done a few skits with toys, stuff like that. So if you have those platforms, go follow me over there. Recently there has been clearance everywhere. Target, Walmart. We had Amazon Prime Day recently as I'm filming this. A lot of stuff went up. I did not get anything Amazon Prime for myself. I did a little Christmas shopping. However, I was able to take advantage of some of the sales at Target and GameStop. Then a pre-order came in as well from Target that I will share at the end of the video. And depending on how long this video goes, I may also share an updated view of the shelving. Now that I've got a fourth shelf here, I got my Funko Pops over here, and just some of the other stuff that I don't think I featured in videos because I went ahead and opened it because I was so excited. So I'm gonna share that stuff too, maybe if the video is not too long. If not, I will make a separate video for that stuff. First, just this one here, this was just a random pickup. This was not on sale on clearance or anything like that, but I've been needing this one. Trying to fill in the gaps of my NECA Toony Terrors collection, and this was one that I wanted, and I'm seeing him less and less in stores. So I went ahead and picked him up the other day, full price, and that is the NECA Toony Terrors, Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. I'm getting close to having all the ones of these that I want. The new wave is slowly trickling in. I believe it's what, Elvira. There's the Miner from My Bloody Valentine, which I kind of am interested in. The newest one though is the Jaws set, which I think is a more expensive set. And you know, the whole reason I really got into these, other than just liking the way they look, I love the stylized look of these figures, was that you know, they were what, 12-13 bucks. So some of the newer ones, like for example, or they're not really new, but like for example, the Chucky and Tiffany, because they were essentially two figures, even though really together they made one, you know, they would make up one Jason. It was $25, which I did end up finally getting it after a while, but like that price was, you know, a little bit steep for what you get. I mean, essentially you're getting, I mean, they do move, but it is an action figure, but it's more of kind of a posable statue. And a lot of people don't even take them out of the package. I wish I hadn't now, because some of them are a little janky with standing and stuff, or wanting to fall over. Like the Nosferatu is really bad. The legs are so thin that he doesn't want to stand. But I really do love these figures a lot. I love the way that they look, and I'm slowly getting the ones that I missed out on early in the run of these. I still need both Michael Myers. I don't have the regular nor the one with the bloody eyes. Maybe I'll do a separate video of the shelves, you know, shelf update or whatever. Share the collection. I'll also throw in my horror figures as well, kind of like an update on this, and show you him all together with all the rest of them that I have. Jason came from Target. He was $15, which those have gone up. Like I said, they used to be 12-13 bucks, so now 15. You know, yes, it's cheaper than the regular NECA figures, but again, Another reason I kind of started collecting those is they were a little bit cheaper. Kind of how, you know, I started collecting some of the Funko Pops and stuff like that, just because they're cheaper than spending $20-$25 for an action figure. So yeah, Jason was from Target, and these next things were from Target as well. This one here I ordered from the Target app. It was on sale. I think I paid maybe like 19 bucks and a little bit of change after tax and everything like that, and got it shipped to my house. I've been wanting this for quite some time, and the cheapest I saw anywhere else was about 30 bucks, which I felt was a little bit too expensive. But finally get to add Stan the Man Lee to my Marvel Legends collection. Love this man so much. If it wasn't for him, would not have Spider-Man, would not have a lot of the Marvel characters that we have. So a lot of love goes to this man right here. This figure is really cool, and I know that it basically just reuses a body that they've used, you know, dozens of times. It's just that head, but it's a cool packaging. I love that it's got his signature there on the front. It's a really cool box, Excelsior on the side, on both sides there, with the signature as well, and then the back there. But this is a really cool one. I do dig this a lot. I'm thinking with the shield, of repainting the shield actually, to give to my Civil War Spider-Man, so that he can hold onto that one, because I do have the shield with him that came with the Civil War 3-pack. Well, that he came in with the Civil War 3-pack with he, Cap, and Iron Man. However, it's all battle damaged and burned and stuff like that, so thought it'd be really cool to you know, have a nice fresh shield, just like the basically his introduction to the MCU. But this figure is really cool. Looking forward to opening this up. I'm thinking of displaying this with Spider-Man, actually, kind of like the original Amazing Fantasy 15, you know, the debut of Spider-Man, where he's holding the civilian in his arm as he's swinging, and having Stan Lee be that civilian. So, but this is a really, really cool figure. I love it a lot, and the packaging's great and everything. I will keep the packaging just because, again, it's really nice. Really happy to have gotten this, and gotten it at such a good price. Next up, a couple of clearance finds at Target. I gone to Target one day because I was mainly going for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection Piranha's head. I'd seen people find that for between like $15, and I think some people got lucky. Their Targets were selling them for like $9, so they must have had a lot of them. So I mainly went looking for him because I really do like that villain. I wanted to add that to the Lightning Collection collection. But I did find another big baddie from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That is the Eye Guy. Ended up paying $15 for this guy, which is half off. May have gone down even more had I waited. However, I didn't want to chance it due to them only having 2 or 3 of these guys. So went ahead and picked it up. It's a really cool figure. I do love these villains figures. However, ever since the first couple that have come out, I think, what was it, King Sphinx and the Pumpkin Wrapper, they've always gone on clearance just because they're between like 30 and 33 bucks, which they're definitely worth the price. I'm not gonna say that that's a rip-off or it's not worth it or anything. The only downside to these figures is usually there's just a lack of paint detail, and Eye Guy, is the same as all the others. He lacks, he needs a wash, he needs some extra paint on him, but otherwise really, really cool. Not one of my all-time favorite Mighty Morphin Power Rangers villains. However, I mean, he's cool. He looks cool. He's gonna look cool on the villain shelf back here with the rest of them, and to be able to get it for half off. I'm just hoping that maybe luck will be on my side, because sometimes what ends up happening is they'll clearance these stuff out to get rid of them, and then they'll end up getting more in. and then it just ends up being clearanced out again because no one wanted it the first time for full price, so why are they gonna want it again? My other pickup from Target on the same day, I'd have been eyeing this for quite some time, but I think it was what, 30 around 30 bucks, which is totally worth it. But I just couldn't justify it because there are things that I wanted more to spend $30 on. So, but I found it for $9 on clearance, which is insane. And that is this Halo 3-pack. We've got Master Chief there. I guess he's supposed to be in active camo, is what it, supposed to be. Would have been nice had they made it a little bit more translucent. He looks more like ice because it's got like that blue tint to it. And then we've got two of the villains from Halo Infinite, which I don't have either of those guys. What is it? Tavares and Hyperius. I know the Hyperius is right. I'm not so sure about the other one. It's been a little bit since I played Halo Infinite. But for $9, that is insane. That is insane. It's such a cool set. I love these 3 3/4 inch Halo figures. World of Halo scale is what they're called. And to add these to the collection is really, really cool. I'm getting quite a collection of these guys, especially considering a lot of these end up going on clearance, which worries me a little bit because I don't want this series to fail. I think they're really cool. I do think there's a fan base for them, but usually the people that want them get them, and then, they just kind of sit there for a while. Also, sadly, I feel like the Halo boom is kind of coming to an end since it's been a while since Halo Infinite's been out, and they just really haven't done a whole lot with it. So the excitement is waning a little bit, but I'm really hoping they continue making these figures. I know that the 6-inch figures are very much loved in the Halo series, which I do like those as well. It's just those are more expensive. I do know that they are coming out with more of the 3 3/4 inch figures. There is a wave out right now. Have yet to see it. Arbiter, Sergeant Johnson. We're getting some more named characters, which is cool, not just random Spartan soldiers and Covenant. So that's what I picked up from Target. Some cool things. Now let's move on to GameStop. Oh no, I picked up this. Oh no. And the last thing I picked up from Target, another clearance item. This buddy was $6, and I've been wanting it for a while, and just couldn't justify it, I guess, because I want the chase more. But for $6, I went ahead and picked it up because I thought maybe this would be my last chance to grab him. And for $6, it's Cobb Vanth from Star Wars: The Mandalorian. I like the chase so much more. I think that Funko dropped the ball on this one. This one would have done much better had they made the unmasked head the common and then made this the chase. But I think because they did it the other way around, this one just didn't do very well. A lot of people didn't pick it up because it looks like Boba Fett. But still cool nonetheless to have Cobb Vanth in Funko Pop form. I'm gonna add that to the ever-growing collection of Mandalorian stuff over here. And we've got the Star Wars Black Series figure coming out, which is awesome. I have it pre-ordered. I know that people are already getting it from various places. I've seen pictures. It's a really, really cool figure. So I'm looking forward to having that one as well. But you can't beat $6 for a Funko Pop. Well, I say you can't beat $6 for a Funko Pop, but you can, because it happened to me. I went to GameStop and I found some gems. I'd mainly gone to see if they had my pre-order. It is, yes, the Michelangelo, the Mirage Comics version of Michelangelo with the red bandana. Looking really, really cool. the other ones in the set. These are really, really cool. This was before my time. I, obviously got in on it once it was a cartoon, and just kind of never stopped, I guess. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have always been cool. So yeah, funny thing about this one. So yeah, I pre-ordered this long ago, months ago. It might have been last year. Been waiting and waiting. They kept getting pushed back, and I understand because we had the whole supply line issue and all of that kind of stuff happen. So everything got all messed up, and there was more things to worry about than, a Funko Pop. We were having trouble getting food items in the grocery stores. However, once things seemed to start getting back to normal, kept checking back, when I would have the chance, I would stop by to ask about it. Oh no, the date got pushed back, Finally, the release date came. They didn't have it in the store. They looked it up. The warehouse had them. They contacted the warehouse to get them to ship one so that I could have my pre-order. That happened twice, that they contacted the warehouse to get it, shipped to the store so that I could have my pre-order. Well, the other day I walked in, wanted to look and see because they were having a clearance event as well. Go ahead and check on this. It's sitting on the shelf, guys. This was just sitting on the shelf, and so I picked it up, finished looking around, went to the counter, and I was like, so I had this pre-ordered, so this is my pre-order. This was my pre-order. It was on the shelf. This is not the first time this has happened, mind you. This has happened with other things where it's just by chance I walked in on the day that they got it, found it on the shelf. But needless to say, I am done with GameStop as far as pre-ordering in the store. I will no longer pre-order in the store. It's too much of a headache. It's nice if it's a big ticket item. That way you can, throw a couple dollars down when you have it and be able to, kind of have it secured. But if you can, just order it online. Go ahead and pay for it. They'll ship it to your house straight from the warehouse as soon as it's available. But yeah, just not a very good experience with GameStop. And on top of that, luckily I'm not a stickler for boxes anymore. But anyway, finally got this guy. He looks awesome. Running out of space up there with the Funko, the Turtle Funko Pops, but I'm gonna have to get this guy up there somehow. He looks really, really cool though. I love the detail. I love the shadowing and everything. It's a really cool pop. But luckily I walked in when I did and I was able to pick him up. The same day that I went and got Mikey, I was looking around and stuff, and they were having a clearance event, and this was before they were doing the 50% off clearance that they did for a few days. And that is the Pocket Pop Shang-Chi Katie. Seen this one time before on clearance for $5. These are normally $8, which isn't bad. $5, again, pretty good deal. Thought about getting it that day, passed on it. That was maybe 2 weeks ago. Walked in this day and saw that she had been marked down. I guess 2 other times she had been marked down to $3.97, and then now she'd been marked down to $2.97. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and grab her $3, because she's probably not gonna hang out very much longer at that price. But when I checked out, she actually rang up $1.49. So I paid $1.50 for this Pocket Pop. I really enjoyed this character. I enjoyed this movie. This is definitely one of my top MCU movies. It was so much fun, had great characters, had great action, and she was a really fun character. She was really funny. So I'm gonna add this to the MCU collection. Hopefully eventually I'll have at least one shelf to display just my MCU pops and action figures, and she can go up there. I ended up getting Mikey and Katie, and had walked out the store, and I remember seeing this on the clearance rack, and I thought about grabbing him as well because I didn't have him. But I went back in because I was just curious to see what he would ring up as, because he was on clearance for $8. So I went up and asked if they could tell me how much he rang up as. $3. So I was like, yep, I want him. So because I recently got Mr. Gruberson and Phoebe for $6 each. I picked up podcasts. I already have Trevor with the Ecto 1. I don't care about Lucky. She was kind of just there in the movie. So really, honestly, the only one I need left from the series is Muncher. So maybe eventually I'll be able to pick him up. I know he's on Amazon for retail price, so maybe I'll get him sooner or later. But really cool, $3 for a Funko Pop. So yeah, $3 for him, $1.50 for her, and then you get Cobb Vanth for $6. Love Funko. I love when Funko Pops go on clearance. Sometimes it pays to wait. If you don't absolutely have to have something, just hold out and maybe they'll go on clearance. Then my last pickup from GameStop, I specifically went to GameStop one day. This was a separate trip. This was during the 50% off on clearance items sale that they had for a few days. So it was additional 50% off of whatever the item was marked. Went ahead and picked up another one of these. This is my third one of these, I think. And that is the Marvel Legends, the Hood. I really like this figure because of the body. This figure works really well as a fodder figure. I have a custom Tobey Maguire head that I got from someone off of Etsy. It's unpainted still, but I have that on this body on my Spidey shelf. I have another one that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make into a civilian Billy Cranston from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then this one, I'm not really sure. I was thinking of using it basically for custom fodder. Like maybe I'll take the jacket off and mod it so that I can make a civilian Tommy or Jason from Mighty Morphin. Who knows? But I paid, this one was on clearance for $17, so I paid $9 for him. Like 9 and some change, so you can't beat it. There were 2 of them once before, and I was gonna grab both of them for that price, but they only had the one. But it's really, really cool to have another one of these for, you know, just for something, some sort of future project would be cool. Also, the handguns are really, really nice to have. I think they did really, really well with those. All right, last pickup of the video. I pre-ordered this a little bit ago. I was super excited about this. The price was a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but I pre-ordered it as like a placeholder. I was like, I can cancel it later if I want. It was still available one day whenever Target was having a sale, so I ended up actually getting it less. I think I paid, what, $23 for it on the sale, and it just arrived a couple days ago, and it's a Funko Pop. It is the Funko Pop, or the Pop Deluxe. It says Frog of Thunder, or Throg. This is such a cool pop that I could not pass up. It's so unique. I'm actually gonna open it up because you can't see it as well in the box. I have yet to open it to really look at it. That big box though, and then here he is. From the Disney Plus Loki show. We got Throg. There we go. So cool. So unique. And yes, he'll definitely be displayed outside of the box. He is just too cool. They could have easily put this in just, I think that would have needed a little bit more space, but yeah, he's not that big. Big giant box. So yeah, I paid like 23 bucks for this guy, and it was too cool, too unique, I think, to pass up. Little background, TVA. And big props to Target. I'm so used to dealing with Amazon and just some other places that just don't know how to pack very well. This box, perfectly sized box for this. And then just plenty of bubble wrap. It was packed so well, and usually it is. Target does really, really great with packing their items. Say what you want about some of the recent issues that people have had with pre-orders from Target, but when you order from Target, you know that your stuff is going to arrive safe and sound, especially when it's something like this that's a collectible. People do keep things in the box, and they want a pristine box, or they want one to at least come intact. So big props, 2 thumbs up. But that's gonna do it for the toy haul. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to drop that down below. Any interaction you want to have with the video, I appreciate it. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you go check out my other videos. I'm getting quite a library going on here, toy hunts, toy hauls, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video now because I'm just rambling at this point. But again, thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, keep collecting, and I'll see you next time.